Okay guys, just to clarify for little Kojak, little salute to you on sort of the cash builder and the small challenges that we do. I do various things for the guys. Let me flick over and I'll kind of show you the question. So it's down here, on the micro builder, can we take multiple trade IDs in a day? Just curious. You can do what you like. So I'll kind of get through into what it's all about in just a second. That's my cash builder, which I started with 200 quid, and the idea of this one is to do pretty much one trade idea a day and then look to get 10 pips a day. So if I've got to take 2 to get the 10, I'll go with it, but more often than not I'm just looking for a 10 pip shot, and it's been running for 31 days. I haven't missed a day. All right, now this is the one that I said I would do with you, where we'll take 15 quid and we'll try and build it into something meaningful. And the idea of it was to take it from 15 quid, work on roughly about 2% a day to get it up to about 100. So I've set myself a goal of 100 quid, and I'm going to use that as a deposit for a lodge in January or February. So I've got something that I'm moving towards. I've put a couple of rules in it for myself, which you can just write in down here. Do more than 10% in a day, just stop, right? Now, I put that in place because sometimes you can go a bit mental. And I did, and I'll show you it, because I'm not perfect. You know, I do sort of fall into things as well, and it's normally because you guys are having a pop at me, saying do this, do that, do the other, and I feel compelled to do it. So I'm on day 4. I'm already at 124%, well, near on 125%. When I should only be at 8. So I've essentially bought myself quite a bit of time off. So I want to try and take Sundays off. And that's one of the reasons why I'm edging that up. I'm also going on holiday later this month. I want to get about a week ahead of myself there so I don't have to worry about that. But as we can see, I put a couple of little targets in. So I've got 81 quid to go and I'm 18% into this. I can do whatever the hell I want with this as long as I control it. And the controls are these: 10%. I know I'm looking for 2% gains and it's steady growth. Now, if I pull up the actual account that I'm doing it on. Now, I'm doing it on BlackBull, which is this. If you want to try the BlackBull accounts, there is links down in the description. I use it because I'm using the leverage in order to trade. I actually trade with this as well anyway, and there's a few requests for me to start trading on MT5. And when you see my MT5 platforms, it will be BlackBull. All right. I think the instruments are good, and I've got the leverage behind it as well. So if I just pull this up and whack my history in, what you'll see is there's the 15 quid. And I was chipping away at it. Now, I had a bit of a wobble at the weekend here. I got really caught in some trades. But I had the common sense to kill them off, start again, kill them off, start again. And it was really like a stuttering car. And then eventually came through and then we good. But I'm trying to keep the single assets as well. So across the weekend, I'll trade Bitcoin. I did gold this morning, funny enough. I haven't looked at gold for a long time. But it showed the opportunity of the surge to come in and then obviously the power move here. So what's the moral of the story here? You can do what you like as long as you understand why you're doing it. The problem comes when you start over trading for the willingness to go to market. Always remember, your desire to trade should never outweigh the reason. I've got my reasons, 100 quid. I wanted to push it forward because I do want a buffer in it relatively early on. One, it means that if I'm wrong, I can cut and chop like what you've just seen. But it also means if I'm going to take some time off and that count is coming along, I'm ahead of the game. So I never feel pressured, because that's another element in trading. People do feel pressured. I have to do 50 quid a day. I have to do £100 a day. You don't have to do anything, guys. You know, you just got to start with 0 and end with 1. Doesn't matter what happens in the middle. And as long as your money is growing for you, then it's a good day. That's it, you know. I trade multiple assets all the time, you know that. And I do trade multiple accounts across the day. But the way that I do it is I do it in time segments, and I only trade one account at a time. So if I'm on my wage account, I don't look at anything else. You know, if I'm on the micro account, I get them done before 9 o'clock in the morning, so it doesn't interfere with the rest of my day. So it does come back to planning, management, and remember, this is a business. And even if you're just getting pennies, treat it the same, because as the account grows, you'll hold the respect of the account. But if you treat it like casino, when the account grows, you'll treat it like a casino and not give it the respect it deserves. And that's when you blow the account to smithereens. So I'd rather do small, steady steps every day, and it all builds up. And that's how you survive. Catch you soon, son.